Hey guys, so I'm gonna start with a bunch of information just to kind of set the stage a little here, like I always do. But if you prefer not to hear my introduction, you can go ahead and skip to this time around here. Although I think you'll enjoy this video a whole lot more if you let me first share some details about one warm, sunny evening in San Diego, California. I recently got one of these things to transfer old VHS tapes to digital. I've got tons of early Chimaira shows and footage on VHS, and I've been meaning to share that stuff forever. But as I started getting into it, I quickly realized that the quality of a lot of this stuff is just not what I want to be showing here on the channel. The quality is decent enough for maybe like the year 2000, but by today's YouTube standards, it's pretty awful. Fan and friend handheld home video style stuff on old ass cameras with terrible audio and video quality. And it's not the converter gimmick's fault, it's simply the videos themselves. I actually really like the converter, and it's like less than 20 bucks on Amazon. I'll leave a link for you in the description below. So I recently shared my feelings about all of this in my Patreon community a few days ago, and I was surprised by the feedback I received. Most people were saying how much they loved seeing old footage like this, and I shouldn't worry about it, and to just please share more. And I've seen the same comments here on YouTube where dudes are saying, you know, after seeing this old Fuse interview I just recently posted, please share more of this stuff. And so I'm just like, all right. So while going through these tapes, I came across a show from San Diego in 2002. It's at a place called The Scene. I always love playing San Diego. Shout out to Kane's Ballroom. Joel, where you at, man? Now, in my opinion, the audio and video quality of this recording are near unwatchable by today's YouTube standards, as I mentioned, but if you're pretty familiar with the song, you'll easily be able to follow along, and if you're committed, there's some cool stuff to see. Mark is ferocious in this video. Us Chimaira guys and a lot of our friends, we laugh reminiscing about seeing Glenn Benton in Deicide back in the day. I don't know if you guys have seen Deicide, but the whole time Glenn's, he's playing bass and singing, he's looking up, he's just screaming at God the whole time. Oh my God, he never looks at the crowd and sings like normal singers do. He's just mad at God the whole time, yelling up. Anyways, in this video, I'm reminded of that by Mark. He's kind of just because Mark doesn't play guitar in a lot of the songs live, but in this one he happens to, and I don't know if he just feels uncomfortable, he doesn't want to look at the crowd or whatever, but the whole time he's just singing upwards, or maybe he's paying homage to Glenn. I'm not really sure, but anyways, Mark's playing this sweet LTD M307, which I've always loved. I don't think he has it anymore. It was this navy blue or dark metallic blue, just totally awesome. I know you can't really see it in this poor video, which basically is colorless, it appears here. But anyways, Matt and I are playing those Viper VB300s. Jim was still playing ESPs. I'm pretty sure we're in drop G in this one. But there's something special about this JADE performance, and there's a reason I've chosen to share it. Lots of people ask how Chimaira's instrumentals are written, and while each one was written differently, our very first one, Implements of Destruction, came about in an interesting way. It all started as just a jam part we'd mess around with in rehearsals, in the middle of the song Jade. And once we hit the road to tour on our Pass Out of Existence record, we just decided to make the impromptu jam an every night thing. And every night it was a little bit different, but we kept refining it, and after the gig each night, we'd talk about what worked about it, what didn't, what we liked. Oh, that was cool when he played this. Let's stay away from that. Arnold, that was rad when you did this. And it began getting better and better and taking on more of the shape we're familiar with in the current Implements of Destruction. And if you listen closely, you can hear some key moments that made it to the album version of Implements a year or so later on the Impossibility of Reason record. And one last thing I want to say, on that night, it was a fantastic crowd. So don't let what you see towards the end of the song fool you. Jade was always a slow part of the set each night, and people would just kind of zoned in to what was happening. But without it, we couldn't accomplish the roller coaster type set we wanted to put on each night, with multiple ups and downs throughout the show for a fluid experience. So anyways, without further ado, thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and here we go.